That happens when a struggling, low-profile writer is hired to finish the remaining books of a highly successful series for a critically injured superstar author, only to discover a horrifying, unpublished autobiography hidden in the author's home office that details unspeakable family atrocities. You get Verity, the smash hit, bone-chilling romantic thriller by #1 New York Times bestselling phenomenon Colleen Hoover. The narrative centers on Lowen Ashleigh, a financially desperate novelist on the brink of eviction. Lowen receives the opportunity of a lifetime when Jeremy Crawford, the fiercely protective, grieving husband of best-selling thriller author Verity Crawford, hires her to complete the final 3 books of his wife's flagship series. Following a catastrophic car accident that has left Verity unresponsive and physically incapacitated in her own home, Lowen moves into the sprawling, isolated Crawford estate to sort through years of chaotic notes and outlines. The absolute genius of this fast-paced, gothic psychological thriller lies in its dual text structure and the terrifyingly effective use of an unreliable narrator. While sorting through Verity's disordered office, Lowen stumbles upon an explicit, bone-chilling manuscript, an autobiographical account written by Verity herself. As Lowen reads the pages in secret, she uncovers a disturbing narrative of obsession, maternal resentment, and the sinister details surrounding the separate, tragic deaths of the Crawfords' twin daughters, Chasten and Harper. Hoover builds an agonizingly intense, claustrophobic atmosphere within the home. Lowen begins to suspect that Verity is faking her catatonic state, catching glimpses of a shadowy figure watching her from the top of the stairs and hearing unexplainable sounds echoing through the hallways at night. Beneath the breathless, popcorn thriller pacing and explicit, high-heat romance that inevitably develops between Lowen and Jeremy, Verity delivers a profound, terrifying exploration of the manipulation of truth and the darker corners of human creativity. Lowen serves as a highly vulnerable protagonist whose growing obsession with Verity's words systematically destroys her own sanity and peace of mind. The physical and emotional chemistry between Lowen and Jeremy crackles with high-stakes tension, fueled by mutual grief and a shared dread of the woman locked in the upstairs bedroom. Hoover keeps the reader in a constant state of hypervigilance, expertly blurring the lines between a traditional ghost story, an erotic romance, and a cold-blooded case of domestic abuse. Supported by short, punchy chapters designed for effortless binging and a lean, hyper-focused cast of characters, this novel represents a massive, genre-defining milestone in contemporary suspense. The final third of the book scales at a breakneck, adrenaline-fueled speed, culminating in a jaw-dropping confrontation and a shocking discovery. In the legendary epilogue, Lowen uncovers a hidden letter that completely upends every single assumption made about Verity, Jeremy, and the manuscript, leaving the reader with a terrifying, permanent question. Was the memoir the absolute truth, or was it a brilliant, calculated exercise in fictional writing? Ultimately, Verity delivers an unforgettable, highly addictive reading experience that proves the most monstrous deceptions are often bound in the words we trust the most.